are now looking at a 2021 Mazda BT-50 double cab 3.0 turbo diesel 4x4 in some sort of grey. And we have a bit of a problem. We're not sure if this bucky has hit its mark. Why? Well, it's incredibly easy for us to criticize what we don't like, jump on a bandwagon or two, then abuse a witty metaphor and call it a day. But it's always been our policy not to be overly critical unless the vehicle in question is completely hopeless or comparatively bad. So, don't worry, friends of Mazda. We're not saying that because this new BT-50 is useless, but rather because it has entered an extremely fierce local battlefield. The Southern African double cab leisure pickup scene is full of shiny, bulbous and ostentatious macho machines because, and we're just hypothesizing here, they're bought by people of the same ilk. On top of that, no other market segment suffers from the unbelievably ridiculous levels of brand loyalty like this one. My dad can beat up your dad. It's proper kindergarten sandpit fistfight stuff. For a new player to enter this arena, it should ideally be as reliable as a Toyota, versatile as a Ford, ride like the Amarok, and cost as much as those Mahindras. Nissan and Mercedes didn't really crack the code, and on top of that they platform shared, which somehow angers every automotive keyboard warrior in the land. Uh-oh. Although the Mazda BT-50 is not a complete newbie, the vehicle you're seeing here is an all-new creation which is based on the utilitarian Isuzu platform. And where most established double cab contenders rely on brash decals and lashings of plastic chrome, this Japanese product shows much finer design details. It's fairly delicate and stylish for a double cab. That statement applies mostly to the front of the BT-50, for the side is still as chunky and blunt as the vehicle architecture dictates. The rear end is an obligatory boring affair, although Mazda tried to jazz up the light clusters while running fancy indentations along the edges of the tailgate. Beveled logo, chrome handle, job done. Actually, Mazda probably learned its lesson from the previous BT-50, which was based on the Ford Ranger, where they tried to differentiate their product by giving it some pretend rear light clusters on the tailgate. It looked, different? If they were going for a unique look, that certainly worked. Street cred, not so much. As for the interior of this newcomer, it's also extremely stylish, but we won't credit Mazda alone. Other brands have also lifted the double cab cabin from its erstwhile farm implement feel. Ironically, the BT-50's host platform has yet to follow that trend. A trend of modern shapes, textures and gadgets. Some buyers like their buckies to be more sushi bar than farmyard. A stylish double cab with the latest tech, this BT-50 certainly fits the bill. Silver trim, snazzy fabric, USB, Bluetooth, digital trip computer, full climate control, it's all here. An obvious buzzkill in any bucky is the rattling diesel engine. This one can be had in 1.9 or this 3-litre capacity. Mazda doesn't publish acceleration figures for this 140 kilowatt unit, but we do. Our best of 3 0 to 100 km/h runs was over in just 10.56 seconds, although we must note that it had a strong tailwind. Handling and braking are exemplary for this segment, possibly due to fairly fresh Dunlop Grand Trek rubber fitted here. This dark grey BT-50 offered a lot of lateral grip before handling over to a semi-strict ESP system, and then absolved a single emergency brake test from 100 km/h in just 2.69 seconds and 39 odd meters. Excellent values for a bucky. The 6-speed automatic transmission is reasonably slow to shift ratios, but as another industry standard, it's perfectly acceptable in this application. No thanks to 450 Nm of bridging force. Ditto for the ride quality, so I would place this Mazda in the more modern and comfortable double cab class. To start summing up, the new Mazda BT-50 doesn't do much wrong, plus there's a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty and service plan included with each sale. Right now, prices range from about 620 to 807,000 Rand, encompassing various specifications, transmissions as well as 2- or 4-wheel drive. Can you see the problem yet? Those prices are nowhere near the territory where you'll excuse any bad or average points, while it's our humble opinion that the new BT-50 doesn't lift itself above the crowd with much more than its styling. And that sad chapter, tarting up an existing bucky and its price, was already written by Mercedes-Benz.